Hey guys, recently we finally received the first official Game of Thrones Season 8 teaser. Entertainment Weekly always provides the first exclusive look or what's to come in the next season of Game of Thrones, and this time it's no different. They have finally shared some legit spoilers for the final season, so if you don't want anything spoiled, you should probably close this video. Okay, they shared the entire Season 8 cover story online a few days ago, which includes a detailed description of the opening scene, the largest battle scene ever filmed for not only Game of Thrones but for the television in general and much more. The final season will open where we all expected, at Winterfell. The opening scene will see the arrival of Jon and Dany with their crews at Winterfell, which is said to be similar to King Robert's arrival in the series premiere. This episode will be an episode full of reunions, so if you've been waiting for Jon to reunite with Arya or for Arya to reunite with the Hound, or for almost the entire Game of Thrones crew to be together at the same place, good news is, we'll finally get it in the very first episode of the final season. Beside many reunions, premiere will also feature many tense first meetings between characters. Sansa is said not to be thrilled that Jon bent the knee to his fancy new Targaryen girlfriend, at least not at first. This confirms our discussion of the very first Season 8 clip that we received a few weeks ago and discussed here on the channel. When HBO posted this clip, I explained that even though the hug share does not feel warm at all, we should not worry about Sansa's intentions or even Sansa's possible betrayal over Jon Snow as some suggested. Instead, I explained that the reason why Sansa may be glaring over Jon's shoulder could possibly be Dany, and there even may be a tension between Sansa and Jon's new lover, which has now been confirmed. However, the post also states that Sansa is not thrilled with Jon bending the knee to Dany, but notice how it says, or at least not at first. As I said in my previous videos, Dany is not heading north to conquer the north, but rather to save it, and that's something the Northern Lords will see for themselves in the very beginning of the final season. Sansa will eventually see for herself who Dany truly is and what her true intentions are, and will without a doubt accept her as the North's most trusted ally and its only hope. Anyway, some few episodes later, the White Walkers will finally reach and attack Winterfell. This episode is directed by Miguel Sapochnik, the one who directed Hardhome and Battle of the Bastards. This mid-season battle episode took 55 night shoots at the Winterfell set, and to our big surprise and to our big joy, this was not only part of the sequence. After the 55 nights of filming outdoor scenes, Sapochnik continued shooting the battle at Titanic Studios for weeks. According to Peter Dinklage, an actor we know as Tyrion Lannister, this battle makes the Battle of the Bastards look like a theme park. In other words, one of the top-rated episodes of Game of Thrones that featured the battle between Jon and Ramsay for Winterfell will by far be topped by another battle for Winterfell, this time between the living and the dead. The last but not least, a scene from the series finale is also described. It's noted that there are characters in the last episode of Game of Thrones he did not expect. We don't know if this means there are characters we do not expect in terms of them surviving that long, or if this means that there are some unexpected characters reappearing in the very last episode of Game of Thrones. Perhaps Ned returns as one of my most popular theories suggested. Perhaps Rhaegar returns as one of my another popular theories states. Perhaps it's just one of the main characters surviving more than we expected.